Hey everybody, we're back with Behind the Scenes Live here at the Pueblo Zoo. And we have an amazing episode today where we're going to be with our kangaroos talking about Australian wildlife, talking about fire safety, talking about enrichment, and of course conservation. I'm joined by our special guest today, Barb Huber. Barb is the chief of the fire department here in Pueblo. She's been with the department for 22 years and 7 months ago became the first female fire chief here in Pueblo. So we're super proud of her and proud to have her with us. We were just talking about some of the stuff that you're doing here in Pueblo to get out into the community and doing fire safety. I just think that's amazing for the public to learn more about. Would you mind telling us a little bit about your initiatives?
Not at all. Thank you for having me, and this is a great opportunity. I love the kangaroos, and one of the big things we talk about, especially this time of the year when the wind picks up, is being mindful of your cigarette butts. Put them out completely and don't toss them out your window. Put them in a container and throw them away properly, douse them. But even the smallest cigarette butt can roll out of your car, hit the grass, and then devastate a whole area.
And that's so important for animals as well, for their safety.
It's
Put
huge.
your butt in the trash can and make sure it's totally out.
Absolutely, we don't want them eating them or anything.
Yeah.
So an awareness is an important part.
Exactly. So I love kangaroos. I know you love the zoo.
I do.
So let's introduce you to Hollie. Hollie is one of our lead keepers. She works in every single area in the zoo. She has been a zookeeper for more than 8 years. She has a bachelor's of science in animal science, and she is prolific in her contributions to the wider community. We are in City Park, so you're gonna hear motorcycles going by or maybe a dog barking. Just roll with it. Hollie is a professor at Pikes Peak Community College teaching zookeeping. She teaches the canid husbandry class for the AZA, and she's also the president of our American Associations of Zookeeping chapter here in Southern Colorado. So Hollie, tell us what we're gonna do today.
All right, so we're gonna put out some enrichment for these guys. Enrichment is something that we offer regularly, daily, sometimes multiple times a day for our animals. And it's pretty much anything that will encourage species-specific behavior. So we normally give it with some idea of a behavior we would like to bring out in them that would be natural to see in the wild. And today I just want to give a special thanks to our fire departments because our enrichment includes fire hose that is donated after it is lived its life at the fire department, and then our animals here get to enjoy it for a lot of different things. Our enrichment today is going to be pretty much geared toward Rooster. He's our male back here. The male red kangaroos are going to be a little bit more of that red color. He's still pretty young. He's getting a little bit more red even still. And he's still pretty small for a male kangaroo. A male kangaroo can be even up to about 5.5 feet tall and weigh about 200 pounds. So they can be pretty massive. The females that you see, that's about the full size that they're gonna get. And they're normally a little bit more of a gray-blue color. But the enrichment we're gonna give kind of serves two purposes. So they like to eat browse. So this is good for them to have a benefit of an extra nutritional value today. And then we'll hang it on this device over here that we're going to walk to in a second, which was created for the male boxing behavior that you might see maybe going around on memes on the internet. And that's where a male kangaroo will get up kind of on his back tail and sometimes like punch at things, boxing, just like it sounds. And we want to give him opportunity to do it in a productive manner and not towards maybe a tree where he could hurt himself or another kangaroo or emu that we have. So we've made this fun little thing for him to kind of box and kick if he feels like he wants to.
If he wants to wake up from his nap.
Yeah, we'll see if he even cares right now.
He looks pretty tired.
If you want to help me hang these
Yes,
in
I
the
would.
chain, and we'll hang them up, and then we'll see if anybody is interested. Do you recognize these?
I do recognize these. I'm ready to run with him and see if he wants to box with that.
So what we're going to do is just kind of shove the ends of this into the chain link.
Okay. We need a siren to wake him up.
If the motorcycle didn't, I don't know what will.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like the motorcycle kind of put him to sleep.
Yeah, maybe it is.
There we go. Thank you for helping us enrich our animals today.
Yes, thank you.
Rooster.
Hollie, where should we stand? Back here?
Yep, go ahead and stand back here so
Okay.
you're kind of out of the way if he does come and interact, that boxing behavior could potentially injure somebody. So if he chooses to show us, we don't want to be in his way. Rooster, what do you think? I hung new fun things on here.
It looks like he just got off a long shift at the fire department.
It does. I think I've looked that way.
They definitely enjoy sunning. That's one of the behaviors you'll see most. So when it's a nice day like this, just kind of they'll dig holes to kind of stay cool in that dirt and kind of in case themselves or just hang out. Shake.
I feel like if you guys get on that side of them, they'll want to move this way. Yeah, but go around.
Yeah,
Hi, baby.
if you guys want to kind of hang out here, I'll see if I can kind of encourage him up. So we're not going to force him to do anything that he doesn't want to do, but maybe just being over there in his area will encourage him to get up and explore the enrichment.
Okay.
We won't touch him or anything because we like to give him their space, but let's see. Come on, Rooster. Go play.
Oh my gosh.
So what you see right now that he's looking at is a paper bag. Sometimes people think that there's trash in our exhibits, but that is typically enrichment as well. So what the keepers can do with those is put either food, so they have to kind of work to get food, or maybe different scents or things like that in it, and so they can investigate those. So at least he's interacting with an enrichment today.
Barb, do you have any questions while we're waiting to see if...
No, I was just thinking it really represents some of the lifestyle of a firefighter. You sleep till you're hungry and eat till you're sleepy, but that's just a joke in the firehouse a lot of times. We're pretty busy these days, though.
How many firehouses do you have here in Pueblo?
The Pueblo has 10 fire stations, including the one at the airport, 145 personnel, counting the administrative personnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Hollie has 125 species to learn. You have 145 people to take care of.
Yeah, it's a great job, and we love being a part of the community stuff that's going on. I know that the park and the zoo have done so much to offer so much more to the community, and a lot of times we like to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. So, Hollie, tell us about kangaroos in the wild. Are they endangered? How can we help them?
They're actually not endangered, so they're very well populated. They're listed as a least concern on the IUCN list, but they are part of the SSP, so they do have a pretty strict management in zoos as far as like breeding and the care of them and things like that. So, but in the wild, they are pretty populated. Mm-hmm. They're from Australia. I think everybody probably knows that, and they live kind of in the desert areas or grasslands, and they do actually hunt them and eat them for food sometimes. So some people here don't really know that. Trying to think of what else I was going to say.
So a lot of Australian wildlife, of course, our viewers know, and we're helping us with our Australian fundraiser where we raised almost $5,000 to help with recovery after the wildfires. Kangaroos were one of the adorable species that was lucky enough to not be too dramatically affected by those fires.
They were affected. All of Australia was pretty affected, but luckily their numbers are relatively high, so it's not. I mean, it's concerning. Everything, all of the fires over there and all of the loss is very concerning and devastating. So yeah, there isn't a specific conservation effort for them at this moment, but if you want to help, those efforts will be going on for a very, very long time. It's going to take a while to get habitat back. So,
do any of your firefighters participate in fighting wildfires here in Colorado?
We do. We respond with the county. We have quite a few people that are certified in wildland firefighting, and if we needed to deploy, we have people who are certified in it. We try to do a pack test every year to make sure that anybody who wants to is up on their certification. So it's this county's been really great. All the county chiefs get together and we discuss all the things that we can do to mitigate and help each other mitigate, and how we can respond together better to get it out sooner.
That's fantastic. It looks like Rooster's almost finished up his first enrichment snack. Do we want to try one more time before we
Yeah, absolutely.
give up on our fire hose enrichment for the day?
Hi, handsome. You have goodies over there. You're so cute.
Well, he's gonna take it.
Looks like he will. He may not demonstrate that boxing behavior right now, but
He's more hungry.
browse is good too. So. Kind of a fun fact that a lot of people don't know about kangaroos. You see how thick that tail is, and I've mentioned before that they kind of use that to stand up really tall on their back legs for boxing. So it's obviously all muscle. It's just really big. And they're really good swimmers, and they use their tail and those hind legs to
Really?
swim. Yeah. They're seen on the land more often than not, but they're very effective swimmers.
Are they swimming in rivers, or what are they?
I mean, pretty much any body of water. I don't think that they really do it for fun, but they can do it if they're trying to get away from a predator or anything like that. So it's not maybe like the most common thing to see if you're in Australia, but they are capable of doing it.
What's your favorite part about working with them?
Oh my God, everything. Love working with everything, and I love everything about all of the animals. But if I had to pick, I mean, look at him. He's pretty cute, right?
He is pretty cute. This is fulfilling my childhood fantasies. And I know we're getting close to our time today, so if there's any other questions you have, Barb.
I can't think of any. I just think it's awesome that you brought me into this world to be this close. You gotta love your job.
I do, yes.
Well, then we'll wrap up, and I want to say thank you to everybody tuning in right now. If you have more questions about our kangaroos, please drop them in the comments below. And remember, you can come behind the scenes too. Go to pueblozoo.org/BTS and book your own behind the scenes experience. You'll be going behind the scenes with our bison, our penguins, our red pandas, or our dogs, all of which are much more used to visitors than Rooster here, and so they're more likely to come up to you, and you'll be able to participate in enrichment just like Barb did today. So thank you again for being here, Barb.
Wonderful.
Please catch Barb in your communities and
I'll be
say
out
hi
there.
to the fire department. Hopefully not when there is a fire,
Right.
but when they're just helping out. And thank you, Hollie, for being here as our host.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.